So here we are taking some screenshots. We got the little tripod ready here. Little tripod, little camera. And if that looks familiar to anybody in the movie watching audience. But this is where the car pulled in, the station wagon. Pulled into that spot right there. Edward Scissorhands got out of the car and walked towards the side. So we're gonna. There's Cody getting the camera ready to do a little still shot, little filming comparison screenshot. Come out in the big parking lot here, the Publix Plaza, Office Depot. See the big sign.
Aren't you excited? Oh, this is just so fun. Wait, let's show it to you. It's perfect. Just perfect.
So we're standing here in front of where Edward Scissorhands was filmed, and this would have been the salon in the movie. Edward Scissorhands would have come through these doors after he pretty much almost got molested in the back room here. If you come up to the window and you look through the window, if you can see it, you'll see a doorway there. You can zoom in. Through that doorway is where she busted out, pulled the curtain back.
Edward! Edward, you come back here! You can't do that!
Yelling at him as he ran across the street to the restaurant. And you can also see the electrical box there, which he tried to shove one of his scissors in and was quickly halted and warned not to do that. You see the archway there if you look into the window, and you see against that wall is where he was standing with his arms wide open.
Back up here, a whole row of new cosmetics. And all along this row here.
And all along here was the back wall of the salon in the movie. Can't get in here though. Here in Lakeland, Florida, across from the Southgate Shopping Center. And I am standing in front of what was the diner in Edward Scissorhands. There was a car parked here. There's my filming equipment. And across the street, you see the angle that we see in the movie out of this window, which is now not a window. You see that sign across the street. So we've just arrived here in Lutz, Florida by Tampa, Carpenter's Run. We're going to walk down here to the housing development using Edward Scissorhands. Gotta take a little walk. We parked over here, subway. Now we're walking.
Buzzard. Buzzy the buzzard.
So here we are. We're in Ten Smith Circle in Lutz, Florida. This is where Edward Scissorhands was filmed. We're in the cul-de-sac here, and Cody's setting up a little shot. And right behind Cody is where, in the movie, they had the matte painting, and that's where Edward Scissorhands' castle was, right up there. So that's, you go down this way, this is where he was running. He was running towards the camera here, running from the police at the end of the movie. All the town folk gathered right here, and they were not happy with him, and they chased him through the cul-de-sac up the hill. Here you are, get the shot of this. That's in the movie with the castle. That's where the car drives down. This castle would be straight ahead. And here's another shot that was used in the movie right here in between these two houses. Right here was a topiary that Edward Scissorhands was making, and the dog was sitting right there. And this is the spot where he first cut the first dog in the movie's hair. It was Right down there is where the lady was watering the plants. And there's Cody preparing the camera and tripod. And here, that is the house that Edward broke into. And he escaped out the front, and there was a big scene with the cops right in front of there. All the cop cars were parked right there on that road. On the corner of 10 Smith Circle and 10 Smith Circle, right in front of Edward Scissorhands' house. This would be the house. There's the backyard. A lot of action happened in that backyard. The barbecue, a lot of the hair cutting, all that stuff. That's also where he was shaving the ice crystals, and it turned into snow. It was all on there. And this is the Edward Scissorhands' house. This here is the angle the church lady saw of Edward's house when the women were gathering in front of the house to snoop around. Now Cody's gathering in front of the house to snoop around. In front of that window is where Edward Scissorhands made a topiary that looked like the devil. She was playing the organ, she looked out those windows, scared the snot out of her. Get a little peek into the backyard here. Into the backyard of Edward Scissorhands. This is where all the barbecue scenes were filmed. It's the same window and everything that was used.
Come here.
Over there is where he was planting some flowers. A couple scenes. She was standing at that doorway watching.
Wow. Thanks.